Well, you know what? I can't beat the snow, I might as well enjoy it. Look at the size of these flakes. This is cool. I can't believe I've been snowed on 100% of this hike. It's actually pretty rare. Oh, mama. I feel like I'm suddenly 25 kilometers out in the middle of nothing. Because, I mean, nobody's crazy enough to come out to this parking lot. Except me, on a day like this, even though it's Sunday. This is Cobble Flats. It's like November, whatever, early November. I always flash up the date. And obviously it's snowing. There is a car behind me, but they kept going down to somewhere in the Elbow campground area or something. Oh. This should be interesting. Well, hey all. It's been a while since I've been able to do any kind of intro from outside my car. There's nobody here. There's just me. It's the dead of winter. I thought about doing what's called Paddle Face Ridge today, but this weather and stuff just really... In Calgary, it's just raining a lot. And now I'm learning that rain in Calgary means snow in the Kananaskis. And this isn't even really truly the mountains yet. This is the foothills, but it still means snow. So I downgraded my plans and just thought I would, but I still wanted to come and drive on the other side of the winter gate and do something in here. So yeah, I just looked at this and thought, oh, Rainy Creek Loop. Doesn't seem too bad. Doesn't seem like it climbs a whole lot. There is a bit of a summit I can try if I decide to, but first I can do the loop. So anyway, let's check this out. You can see here that there's no point doing a mountain or a ridge or doing any kind of work climbing today because there's no view. That's what you're gonna get. So, you wanna go hiking and it's a day like today, you go to a lake or like a river walk or something, and that's where you get the fun out of it, right? All right, I'm putting this on video as much as I am for me as for anyone else. Cobble Flats, that's where I'm parked. And do this loop. And then I can always just sort of check that out. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Okay, I'm looking in the Kananaskis Trail Guide, Volume 2. Rainy Creek Trails. Now there's some confusion here, you know. On the map, it shows it as, you know, Rainy Creek, Rainy Summit. But in the book, Rainy Creek Trails is clearly not that. You look at the map in the back, it becomes very clear. Like all those trails are labeled number 27, the Mustang Hills. So there's some confusion there between the gemtrek map and the book. So this is all, yeah. All right, so I guess I'm going to do technically the Mustang Hills trail. On the gemtrek it says Rainy Creek. Who knows? I've said it a lot in my videos. These are very nice maps, but they're useless. They're just, yeah. All you have is a bunch of roads. You should take notes from Bragg Creek because their signs show their trails very nicely, and yeah, this is pretty cool though. Never actually been to this little little day use area. And wow, what a nice little building here. Nice little metal bridge going across the creek. I'm gonna go over here and check things out a little bit. I don't believe that's the direction I want to go today, but I mean, every hike is a scouting mission on top of a hike, right? So I can see things for for down the road for another hike. Now, I'm not gonna head down that way too far. I got a mission to do today. This is I know it looks, you know, but it's actually quite nice. I'm perfectly comfortable. It's not cold at all. Just kind of walking along the snow. The snow is not deep yet. And yeah, did not expect to find this kind of solitude. I mean, you go by Fullerton, there's a dozen cars there, but that's Fullerton. Look at this. This is pretty cool in here. It looks like you basically just walk in and tent or day use. I don't know if you can tent in here if it's just day use, but look at this little spot. It's beautiful. Okay, actually looks like there's another parking lot up here, but I don't remember seeing any way to that one. So here's the very last spot, and then there appears to be a trail going out the back, so I guess, oh, and a bridge. Huh. Okay then. Oh, and another spot. My goodness. All right, so there's that spot, and then there's actually another picnic table. So this must be like a washed out spot from 2013. Like, why would that picnic table be down there? Anyway, it appears I might eat my words, finally come onto the trail and escape the day use area. Well, very quickly this becomes pretty decent. Just walking along the Elbow River. Look at this. It is snowing just enough to make it like a winter wonderland, but not enough to concern anything, right? Really cool. Trail's been pretty decent. It kind of goes up and down along the river. Sometimes it gets a little dicey. Probably because this bank, you know, in some places have been weakened by probably the 2013 flood, but generally it's been pretty decent, so. Gotta admit, the snow just kind of gives it that extra little bit of danger involved, right? And the trail does become a little interesting in some places. Right down by the water here. Pretty large tree that went down there too. I wonder where it went. Got swept away by the water. Not bad. I keep looking at the pages of the book that I've photographed, and I can barely make heads or tails of it. It's kind of broken up into sections. It also describes the loop that I'm hiking, at least I believe that's the loop I'm hiking. Hiking in clockwise. I'm going anti-clockwise or counterclockwise. I don't know. I'm just kind of doing what I saw on Gemtrek, the map, in a lot of ways. Well, it does get a little tricky in places. I get the sense this one doesn't get the love that a lot of other trails do. Like, I can't even see a trail right now. I'm just sort of... And then I look at my app, and it shows the trail breaking off and heading up to one of the summits over there, one of the Mustang Hills. But on the on the Gemtrek, it shows me following the river all the way till I get back to the highway. So yeah, there's a lot of confusion going on. It's yeah. Anyway, we'll see what's kind of becomes obvious as we go along here. So after those trees, the woods kind of opened up, and the snow causes a problem, right? Because I can't see any obvious track. But I sort of did what I could and found what I thought was a track. And now someone has put up a helpful flag. So that makes me feel like I am on something. We have here a little kind of creek, but you can see kind of an indent going on here. And then you just sort of look for where there's a clearing in the trees or the indent carries on. That's all I can really do, right? So and it comes around here, I believe. Actually, I think the indent was on the other side of that tree, but that's all right. Got to keep my eyes open, right? I've done this before too, where I'm oh, another flag. Thank you. I've done this before too, where I'm talking and then I just lose the trail because I'm only half following it. Okay, so figuring this out. Oh man, the snow makes, you know, you got these little flakes coming down into what was clearly already snow, and then it kind of punches little ridges into the snow, and it almost becomes, I forget the name of it, like it's stipple. It almost becomes like stipple on a ceiling. And it's beautiful. I mean, the snow presents new challenges, but you know, like this would be way easier without it. But yeah, it's cool. And there's another flag. Someone has helpfully put up flags through this confusing section, so I love it. So the forest has opened up a little bit more even. And even though that makes for, it's pretty, I can't find flags anymore. So now I'm turning back. You know, on Gemtrek, it does show that little route going up, following the river. Oh, what do we got here? Okay. This is old. This is not like the other flags. This is, the other flags were big and yellow. I don't see anything over here. I think I'm going to continue the backtrack. And I'll tell you why. On Gemtrek, it does show a route following the river the whole way. And you know, I could do that easily. I could just make my own damn trail. But on the app, it shows a route going up the Mustang Hill over here. Now, if that's where that yellow one took me, then I'm okay with that. If I'm going to follow the flags the whole way, yeah. Anyway, so right now I'm backtracking, and let's see what happens here. See if I can't find another yellow flag. I think it was back here somewhere that I stopped seeing them. Okay, so here's a big, obvious orange one, right? And I went straight down here. This looked pretty obvious to me, but my head wasn't on a swivel enough because, hello. Not only is there an orange, is there a yellow flag here, there's a blaze. If there's gonna be blazes, I'm a happy man. Blazes are excellent because they will last way longer than any flags ever will. There you go. All right, I'm back on. See, I can see blazes now. All right, I guess I'm not gonna follow the river. I'm gonna go up this Mustang Hills, but hey, that's fine with me, man. I'm just out here for a fun hike. Let's try it out. All right, I followed what seemed like an obvious track up that way. I've now backtracked, and now I see this green flag over here. You know, yeah, you gotta follow flagging that kind of all looks the same. See that one tiny little orange flag that gave me a false sense of, well, I'm going the right way. So, all right. Okay. I think that trail came kind of up here. All right, yeah, this kind of looks like a trail going up like this. And there's another one. All right, boom, I'm back on the green flagging trail. Starting to get a view, and I got more confusion. Of course, I don't really have a view from here, but. So I came from down there. There's a big yellow flag. There's kind of orange flagging going this way and a trail. There's more orange flagging going that way. Now I walk down to that, the trail isn't as obvious. And then I look on my app and it basically says to go up that way. So it's all extremely helpful. I think I will take the more obvious trail and then see kind of the general direction it goes, and then check what's happening after that. I came from down there and I saw there's actually a flag over there. That's the wrong damn direction. I want to go up here, and it seems like pretty obvious. And also the trail on my app goes up here. So, I don't know. Am I going to find another flag up here, or am I going to end up... Oh, geez, that's pretty obvious. It's so faded. Okay. Why was that flag over there? God. Flaggings are both a blessing and a curse, but honestly more a blessing. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be up here. Because, I mean, I would have just followed the river. I was going to come... I wouldn't be wandering the forest aimlessly. Oh, no sooner did I turn off the camera than I come across a big cairn. Cool. Holy crap, this is a cool view. One thing about flagging now is one thing I've learned about logging blocks is they will flag all the way around the outside. I used to be like, you know, why? It's obvious where the logging block ends. You know what that's for? That's for the loggers, so they know where to damn stop, so they don't log everything. I wish they would take the flags down after, though. I mean, come on. How long does that take? Well, I've just been kind of heading up this block quite a ways now, trying to get to the top of, on the app, what is called Mustang Hills East. Oh, and there's a yellow flag. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. Shows I'm going the right way. Well, I thought I was just going to be doing a loop down here. Not to be. I ended up here, Mustang Hills. Not really able to enjoy the view. The snow was supposed to be scattered showers. Well, it isn't. It has been snowing non-stop since like 20 minutes before I got out of the car. Oh well. I think that's my next destination over there. Well, as I said before, I'm doing this kind of the wrong way from what the book says. And must be because, I mean, there are now old footprints in the snow. So now I have kind of an indentation. They're covered a lot in snow now, but still very visible. So yeah, that helps a bit. Now I can just kind of follow these old footprints. Well, this is another summit of some kind. We have a huge pile of rocks. It might be register in there, but I'm not really tempted to go digging. It just looks like a big pile of rocks. Man, the snow is getting tiresome. I would love to see this. Oh well. I knew when I started up that hill that this is probably what I would get. This is the chance I was taking, but also in the mountains, it can look like this and then 10 minutes later, cleared out. So I've been whipping up my app every so often, making sure I'm going the right direction because there's a few trails that show up on it. But there's also pink flagging and a slight indent, like the footprints are really gone. And once or twice where I've lost them and then I found them again, but yeah. Anyway, I'm making new footprints, but it's been snowing all damn day, so in 2 hours they could be mostly covered up. Well, I keep finding little summits, and here we have a little fire pit. It's kind of cool. A little pile of rocks. It's kind of neat. I'm not even at what my maps.me shows as the top. I think it's up there someplace. It was actually like Mustang Hills summit. But up there it just looks like a lot of trees, so. Well, no more pink markers. Now there's actually blazes. My route finding abilities have been put to the test on this one. Everything's covered in a sheet of white. Yeah. But it's been pretty good ever since I got to that summit. that first summit, the East Mustang Hills summit, it's been following pretty easy flagging and yeah, doing okay. And there's some footprints here. I'm of course making new ones, but yeah. I know it looks like my prints, but it isn't. It is fresh prints. They came right up to here, backtracked, then went down there. There's a clear blazes over there where I just came from. Kind of wondering if someone just turned back, or did they come down here just to pee? It looks like single tread, so I think someone came down here. Hello? Okay. I might follow this a little bit. Maybe this person knows where they're going, maybe they don't. But it's also not my responsibility, right? They could be, for all I know, 3 kilometers down. Okay, so I started yelling at that person. And they gave me, I asked them, are you okay? They gave me 1 blast. So I believe that means yes. I should know that, really. I'll flash it up on the screen. But I wasn't sure, so I followed because he obviously went off trail. Or he or she. So I followed, and I went down there a ways and came back, and now it's back intercepting my trail. So I'm still behind a little ways, obviously. I didn't catch them. Now, for some reason, their tracks keep going down there instead of where I was from. But it's only 1 set of tracks, and they have like a horn blaster thing. So I'm thinking they know what they're doing. So yeah. And now they came across my tracks and they kept going north. So clearly they're going off trail on purpose. So, all right, no problem. They're all right. I'm gonna move on. All right, I'm back to where I followed that person's footprints. Now there are footprints going in 2 directions, and that's not good. Now there's blazes there, but still, I made an arrow. If the footprints are still noticeable, the arrow should be too. So hopefully that helps people follow the trail. All right, now I have fresh tracks to follow pretty much, I'm imagining, back to Cobble Flats. What I gotta be worried about is following this person's tracks, as I've seen them go off trail now twice. So there are blazes, that's what I was following before. This looks like it could be a trail. Could be an old one, but the blazes and the tracks go up here, so. But yeah, I gotta be wary of this person, right? They are going all over the place, so. Okay, this is the last hill, I believe. There's 3 hills. Here we have a little pile of rocks that I kicked some snow off of. So this is the west hill. It's got the worst view of the 3, no problem. The east hill has the best. Well, let me go ahead and guess that person went and peed. That is 100% new. All the things I've seen to use to mark a trail, I've never seen this. Huh. Well, you know what? I can't beat the snow, I might as well enjoy it. Look at the size of these flakes. This is cool. I can't believe I've been snowed on 100% of this hike. It's actually pretty rare. Damn, big flakes. Look at this. Look at me. I even took this jacket off once and shook it out. There's just, it's just everywhere. Yeah. And yet, let's see, let's try and drink out of this right now. It's fine. It's not cold enough that this is frozen. Yeah, it's a perfect winter hiking day, except for the fact that no views, but this is cool, right? Another logging block, and this would be quite the view. If I ever run out of trails to do, I might have to come back and do this one when I can actually see all this, because I think this is worth the effort. Well, I think my easy ride is over because the footprints come from down there, which I think is pretty much a direct route down to the highway. I don't want to go that way. I want to go back to Cobble Flats. I don't want to be walking along some boring old road, so that's I'm finding my own way again. But it does look pretty easy, so the snow's gotten deeper now that I'm on this side of the hills. You know, it doesn't get the same kind of cover that the other side does. And yeah, you can see it's like starting to be almost ankle deep. I think this logging is all pretty recent, you know. You look at these two trees here. The bark has been kind of torn off them. And here you got a block, and you can actually see Highway 66 over there. I got no qualms with that. All the problems we've had with fires, we should be logging things whenever we can, because that would give us a fighting chance when this fire does spring up. Another cool thing about logging blocks is you can see wildlife clearly seeing me and checking me out. Oh, there we go. Heading off. Boing, boing, boing. I usually don't see anything because I yell for bears. Today I haven't yelled much. I feel like, oh wow, look at them go. So far away from me and yet still just booking it. Oh, that was a big jump there. Would have to be a hell of a marksman to nail that deer from here. Sorry, I was just saying I think bears are pretty much going into hiding now. Look at all the snow. I mean, I have to think they're hibernating. But yeah, you know, maybe I should be calling. I still have my bear spray, but maybe I should be calling a bit more. All right, so that's where I just came from. They kind of left a swath of trees in between two cup blocks, and you walk all the way down it. Now I've come out into an obvious logging road, and the trail basically just says to go straight. I've wandered up here. This just looks like an opening, not a trail. You have a little piece of tape here, but when you're talking about the edge of logging roads and blocks, that tape can mean anything, right? It does not necessarily mean a trail. So I came out of here, it says to go straight. There's no trail here that I can tell. And I'm really not far from Cobble Flats. There's another piece of flagging over here. But if I go down this road and just turn right, that's generally going where I need to go. Well, we got more flagging, so maybe there is actually a trail. Used to be obvious though, I'm not wandering. I have no appetite anymore for wandering off into the woods. I've done plenty of that already. No, still not seeing anything obvious. Woo. Nope. I think I'm just gonna use the road for a bit. Okay, so quickly off the road, it came down around the corner, and now I see another trail in here. I gotta put this phone away quickly so that, because it's getting cold and it's about to die. So anyway, gotta get it back in my pocket. God. All right, so there's a trail going up there. But this thing seems to indicate like this is the direction of Cobble Flats. So I'm just gonna go carry on down this thing. Made it back to Cobble Flats, and someone is down there having a fire. I can smell it. In this. That's just fantastic, man. I love it. Just on that road now, I've actually nearly killed myself on it a few times. It's more dangerous walking on ice underneath snow on the road than it is on the damn trail. Just trying to find my car here. I didn't realize it was this other entire, I just drove down and parked. Didn't even see this, so I think it's down here. Well, it was. And my day's not over because I have the worst car of all time for this kind of thing. And it has been snowing and snowing and snowing. I think it'll be okay, but I'm gonna have to be careful. Still just snowing up a storm. I think it's actually picked up a notch since I got here. Well, that was certainly interesting. I don't think I've ever hiked through that much snowfall before. It was about a 4-hour hike, maybe a bit longer. Felt like a lot longer than that, but snow the whole way. Interesting though. It really gave my route finding abilities a good workout, so nothing wrong with that. And yeah, I think that's gonna be a redo one day anyway, when I've kind of exercised all the trails around here. So in 6-7 years I'll come back and do this again. Anyway, that was fun. It's a fun way to spend a winter day. What else are you gonna do, right? Hang out, watch Netflix, get out there and hike.